John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience, on LICMC.net radio every Saturday at 3 p.m.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience. Over these last few weeks, I have been experiencing and witnessing a lot of things about business, and a lot of things that people is not familiar with in conducting business. First of all, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And how to show that you care is what we do, how we treat one another. And my attitude has always been to treat people the way I want to be treated. I have been working with a few people over the last few months, and in working with them, everyone don't get an opportunity. If you guys remember, I spoke once about I didn't have anyone that even cared enough to reach out to try to help me. And a lot of times, most of the time when people would try to help you, they always had some type of motive, as if, and what could they get out of it. But we have to take the time out and reach out and try to give something back, not always looking for something for what we're doing. Here lately, I've been trying to work with people, but it's hard when you're doing the reaching and no one is reaching back. I take the time out every now and then and try to help someone build a business. And when someone take more interest in your business than you do, something's wrong with that picture. I always tell people that you play the hand that you're dealt with, and you play it the best of your ability. And when someone reaches out to give you a hand or to help you or to lend a hand, you appreciate that. And the way that you show that you appreciate it is doing all that you can do to make things work. And in doing so, I found that sometimes people say that they're interested or they want your help, but they look forward to you doing most of the work and don't do too much work themselves. Here at the Kimalan Village, which our director, Mr. Marvis Cofield, he teaches us each one reach one and each one teach one. And we try to reach and teach as well as people abroad. We work with each other ourselves. And when we step or come into one's life, we come in with the intentions of trying to help to make it better. And in doing so, we, from our experience and the mistakes that we have made, we try to learn not to keep making the same mistakes. When someone think enough of you, like I said before, to help you with your business, you have to show interest that you're interested in your own business, most important. So you do all that you can do to show that you appreciate them by trying to work with them to help them help you build your business. Lend a hand. Mr. Cofield, I appreciate him here because he allowed me to come in. There was a time when, I've learned more about business. I tell people that my business has been given to me, my business sense was given to me by God. I didn't have the opportunity or the luxury to go to school and learn about business, but all that I've learned, God gave it to me. And I've been able to reach out and help others. And others have also reached back and helped me. Like I mentioned about Mr. Marvis Cofield, when he would go to business meeting, I would ask him, could I go with you? I didn't really want to say anything, but I just wanted to sit back and watch. and listen how people conduct business. And I learned a lot from that as well. But most important, hands-on. You learn more about things that you don't know about practicing it yourself. Mr. Marvis Kofi allowed me to stand on his shoulders. He has taught me a whole lot. He has been a real true friend of mine and my family. And the Cofields and the Beverlys has always been like family with one another. Like I said, we try to help one another. We do the same thing in church. Our culinary pleasures here at the Accumuline Village, working with Brittany Marsh. It's Pizza Detroit, which is known now as the Village Pizza. We just celebrated our this past Saturday and Sunday our first year anniversary with our culinary pleasures, which has been working with Miss Linda and Miss Jackson. Miss Linda does Soul Sensation sweet potato pies. Miss Jackson does a mean cheesecake. And we work together here with one another, help lift one another up, teach one another, and collaborate with one another. And my father always told me, unfortunately, we have a tendency to look at what other people is doing and look like we seem to get a pleasure out of seeing people down. But my father told me the only time you look down on a man is when you're picking him up. And I learned from that, and it makes a whole lot of sense. Lend a hand, reach. And when someone reaches to help you, reach back and show them that you appreciate what they're doing. You appreciate the effort that they're putting forth to help you. And when someone gives you an opportunity, like I keep mentioning Mr. Cofield, he gave me the opportunity to reach out and work with the kids here, our entrepreneurship program. We teach the kids how to own, operate, and run their own business. We teach them how to buy merchandise. We teach them how to sell merchandise. We teach them how to barter. We teach them how to build their inventory, because, it's not often, we don't have a lot of community centers such as the Accumuline Village over here on Hopper. And I want to make sure that you guys know, in the first chance you get, come over here and check us out and see what we're doing with the babies. We believe in saving the babies. The address is 7701 Hopper, Detroit, Michigan, 48213. The Accumuline Village. Our director is Mr. Marvis Cofield. And I just want to make sure that when you stop by, please let us know that you heard us on the radio. And Miss London Doors, Washington, I appreciate her so much, because she come to me and we had this conversation, and which was something that she was almost like going to the dentist, trying to get me to speak, to talk, or to say anything about business, or just to mention about what I was doing. I was just as content just to have her as a friend, and her family. They have been truly like a family to us. They haven't said it, but I can tell they have the same spirit, that people don't care how much they know. But people, as well as myself, know, because they show how much they care. And I thank them and I appreciate them, because they don't have to reach out to help anyone. They could just focus on what they're doing themselves. And, but they say charity begins at home and then spreads abroad. But they take care home as well as gave up. I wouldn't have been able to become the person that I am today. And neither one of us would have been able to reach and teach and share what we have learned in our experience over the years, trying to help other people. We have here at the Accumuline Village a youth Development Center. We have martial arts, we have dance classes, we have drum classes, and we believe in saving the babies. That's once again reaching out to others. And the babies is our future. So let's save babies. Let's as well in saving the babies, help and save ourselves. Love you guys. I appreciate you for taking the time out to listen to us here. And once again, this is John Beverly, the Candy Man, as well known sometimes as the Barbecue Man. And I do a mean prime rib steak. It'll make you want to slap somebody. I'm not going to tell you who, because I don't want you to get in trouble. John Beverly, the Candy Man, the businessman with a conscience. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you, and have a wonderful day. God bless.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. This is once again John Beverly, the Candy Man, the businessman with a conscience. I'm here with Brittany Marsh.
Hi, everybody.
And Brittany can tell you a little bit about what she's doing here. Remember, I told you, cooperation makes good business, and we're cooperating and we're working together with Brittany Marsh here at their Cumulon Village, where we do one brick, one building, one block at a time in our culinary pleasure. This is the woman that makes stuff happen. And if you haven't tried this pizza, ooh, that's all I gotta say. Brittany, would you kind of talk to him a little bit?
For sure. I just want to first thank Baba John for giving the opportunity. It's Food Detroit, the name of my company, has been in collaboration with Culinary Pleasures and Akibalon Village now for a year, doing pizzas Saturdays and Sundays. This week we're going to be Saturday and Sunday. Normally we do Sunday. And currently what I'm doing is prepping the pizza dough. And we do Detroit style pizza because it's Detroit. And we like to uplift Detroit. So even though we do a round pizza, we also do, again, Detroit. So part of the process of Detroit style pizza is after you make the pizza dough, you put it into a pan, whether it's small or large, and you start to press it out into the shape of the pan. In about an hour and a half to 2 hours, the dough rises, and you have a pizza that's ready to either go in the oven or be wrapped up and be what they call fermented for a day, a 24-hour fermentation. It lets the bubble, gets bubbly. I don't know if you guys have ever had Buddies or Jets. It looks thick, right? And that's gonna take you a long time to eat it. But actually when you bite into it, it's quite airy. So I'll show you guys. We're still panning it out, but that's kind of what the dough looks like. And then once it gets done being panned out, it'll look like this. And again, it's in the middle of rising, so it's not all the way risen the way it's supposed to. So if you guys are free this weekend, I'd love if you stop by and support Culinary Pleasures, which is a youth program that is designed to give children the ability to learn culinary skills, how to run a business. Through Baba John's business, they sell sweet potato pies and smoothies. And again, it is very collaborative effort. So again, I want to thank Baba John for the opportunity and for you for listening. Hope to see you soon.
Brittany, while we're at this, will you tell them how to go by ordering the pizza?
Yeah, pretty simple. As we move into the digital age, the website is www, as in Victor, G as in Georgia, N, PZA.com. So www.vgnpza.com, or you can call 248-804-3140, and I'll personally help you through the orders.
Okay, can we kind of show them what we're doing right here now?
Yeah, so this is just, again, our first batch usually makes about 50 pizzas. So we pan about 50 pizzas out, then we make a second batch, and then we usually dough ball those and put those in the fridge, because once we run out of the 50 pizzas, we repan the dough balls, and that's what we're doing now. We're just going around following our process. Each one has dough that's ready to get panned out, and then do again that 1.5 to 2 hour rise.
Okay, would you like to kind of show them a little bit of your process?
If the kitchen was a little cleaner, meaning it's not dirty, but we're prepping, so it's not as
okay. We can do that at another time. We can show them the process.
I would love to do that.
Okay, and once again, remember, this is John Beverly at the Cumulon Village, Well, Mr. Kofi will make things happen over here. We believe in working with the kids, teach them how to own, operate, and run their own business. And if you don't know, if you haven't tried this pizza, you don't know what you're missing. It is good. Thank you for listening.
John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience, on LICMC.net radio every Saturday at 3 p.m.
This is Willie Johnson, an ADI virtual actor. Hey, check us out. Our second radio station, LICMC2 Radio. This is Willie Johnson. Looking forward to you listening to us. Yeah.
Thank you for listening to LICMC.net radio. Now listen to LICMC Radio 2. We have LICMC.net and LICMC Radio 2. You can access both by going to ldwcenterprise.weebly.com/radio. That's ldwcenterprise.weebly.com/radio. Listen to LICMC Radio and LICMC Radio 2. This is Mogul, modern outlook going upper levels, spotlighting our community and our youth. Be on the show. Connect with us at 419-245-4979. That's 419-245-4979. Or email londondoors@gmail.com. We have radio time and commercial spots available right here at LICMC for unbeatable prices. To get your spot today, give us a call at 419-245-4979. That's 419-245-4979. Get your spot today, right here on LICMC Radio. London D. Washington Community Enterprise. TV, radio, film, production, broadcasting. You may call 800-875-0674. You may also contact us at our email, londondoris@gmail.com. LONDENDORIS@gmail.com. You also can check our website at ldwcenterprise.weebly.com. That's ldwcenterprise.weebly.com. London D. Washington Community Enterprise, at your service. Join London Washington on Facebook Live for drama from the ADI Actors Club. That's Wednesdays at 2 p.m. and running here at the same time, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. right here on LICMC Radio. If you'd like to get that project called Solo to help support us, all you have to do is Cash App us again at IWASH80. That's IWASH80. And when you Cash App us, also leave your email so we can send you the project.
John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience, on LICMC.net radio every Saturday at 3 p.m.
Friday, The T. Nicole Show Live, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central. You can connect with her on her website at ThereseTeasley.com. That's ThereseTeasley.com. There you'll find information on her book as well as how you can follow her on all social media platforms.
John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience, on LICMC.net radio every Saturday at 3 p.m.
Afternoon, everyone. Season's greetings. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. Once again, this is John Beverly over here on Harper Avenue at the Kimberline Village, a businessman with a conscience. I had a wonderful holiday and was just wondering and thinking, and how can I reach out to make this year coming a better year? And I thought maybe I would take a little time out and tell the story about my beginning. I started out working with my brother at a penny candy store and a t-shirt shop. And we began to wonder to try to figure out how to build the business. For one thing, people don't see the dream. Nobody see the dream but the dreamer. And most important, no matter how rough things get, don't ever give up. Keep pushing. You have to have a self-determination, a self-drive. You also have to be able to deny yourself a whole lot of times. It's going to come a time in your life when you're going to have to get to a crossroad and what we call sometimes make a pimp decision. And that decision, based upon the decision that you make, brings about the consequences. Sometimes there can be good consequences. Sometimes there are bad consequences. And working with my brother, we began to try to figure out strategies. We didn't have a whole lot of money, but we were still trying to build a business. We was handed a blessing in disguise to operate a business. So what we did, I found myself, we didn't have the money to do like most people that was running a business. So I used to go to the dollar store and buy 6 candy bars for $1. And I would get 4 or 5 different flavors. And what I would do is put them in the showcase and I'll sell them for 50 cents. And the next day I'll go and buy 6 to 9 more different ones. And I began to build on that. Like I say, you have to deny yourself. And a lot of times you want to take the money and do something else with it. But like I say, you have to make that decision. Do I do this or do I do that? So it's what's in your best interest. If you're trying to build a business, your best interest is focusing on the business. Because if you take care of the business will take care of you as you begin, once you get down the road. And I often tell people, pain, because my mother and father, those are that's my foundation. They always told me that I could do anything I wanted to do. I just had to stay focused. So what we had to do is stay focused on the prize and just keep doing what we need to do to make things work. I began to try to get information from different people, but a lot of times they either wasn't interested, and if they couldn't get anything out of it, they didn't take the time or waste the time with you because they had other agendas. Some had hidden agendas, And if it didn't benefit them, they didn't, or let's say they wasn't really interested in what you was doing. And I learned then that if I had money, I could do much better. But since I didn't have the money that I needed, I had to work with what I had and do the best I could with what I had. So in learning in business that there are going to be some people that's with you. There are going to be people that say they're with you. But once again, it's not what people say, it's what they do. And I began to reach out and reach out and reach out until I couldn't reach no more. I found a friend of mine that was opening up a business, and I really didn't have a whole lot myself, but I began to share with him and try to help him get up off the ground, because I knew if I could help him, it might become a time when he'll be able to help me as well. And doing that, he made, I call a pimp decision, because when his business started making money, he made a decision to take the money that he was making and get into more or less vanity. I had hustled up enough money at one time, and I bought a 1985 Dodge Caravan to haul inventory in. And he went and bought, that was in 1997, he went and bought a 97 Chrysler. And for the life of me, I understood what was going on, but I just couldn't understand how could he make a decision like that. But like I said, based upon consequences, based upon the decisions that you make brings about the consequences. And unfortunate for him, he lasted about 2 years or so, and then he went out of business. And thank God I've been able to, from reaching out to people, I'm still reaching, and every now and then somebody would reach back, and I try to tell the story. A lot of times people like to be recognized. They like to be recognized for what they do. They like to be stroked. They like to be patted on the shoulder and appreciated. But often I tell people, you really don't have to go through all of that. People don't have to know who did this or how it got done, as long as the job got done. And I tell people that I've been blessed, because what I have to share, I went to school, I got out of high school, I wasn't able to go to college, but God gave me a gift of doing business and how to do business. And once I began to do business, I began to share. And I never really wanted to be out front. As long as the job got done, that was the most important thing to me. And I was talking to my friend in London one day about the beam in a building or in a church or in a business. And I was telling her about people come in your business, they come in the church or they come in a big office, and they recognize and they see the beauty of the building. The beauty of the church is self-determination. No one have to drive like you have. Drive forward and keep going. And no matter what you do, don't ever give up. Thank you for listening. John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience. Have a happy, prosperous, healthy New Year. God bless you, and thanks for listening.
John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience, on LICMC.net radio every Saturday at 3 p.m.